So, hey, my YouTubers and everyone in the world. Today is November the 4th. The time is now 7:47 a.m., guys. It's going to be a beautiful Friday all day. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and that notification bell so you guys can see more of me. And make sure to visit my website, adaycreations.com, and give this video a huge thumbs up to show love and support. Now, let's get into this video. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 challenges that new couples face in their relationship. So when you guys are a new couple, obviously there are going to be some type of challenges that you will face naturally. Now, the first challenge that you will face naturally in a new relationship is listening to outsiders about what is best for your relationship. I think that this is something that we do have a very big problem with, because oftentimes when you're new in a relationship and you guys are getting to know each other and you're not too sure about how to ask certain questions, what you do is you go to an outsider, someone that's close to you. It may be a friend, it may be a family member, and you ask them, hey, this is what's going on. What do you think I should do? Now, the problem with doing that is now you're inviting a third person into your relationship. That's number one. And then two, you don't know if that person is going to give you the best advice that's best for your situation, particularly. Like, whatever they may give you some good advice, but it doesn't mean that that advice is for that relationship that you are in. That advice may be that works for them, but not you. So that's one of the main challenges, knowing how to deal with different situations together as a couple. I feel is very, very imperative. Now, the second new challenge that new couples face in relationship, guys, is understanding boundaries, like infidelity, knowing, how far to go when it comes to being flirtatious, and having that and setting that boundary, and knowing, like, okay, I can't go past this point, because going past this point is a form of cheating, infidelity. Now, new couples face this a lot. The main reason why new couples do face this more than people who are already established and know each other is because you do have an attachment to that person, or a feeling for that person, and or you may be falling in love with them. However, if it's still a new relationship, you guys don't have that level of respect, so certain things may happen that shouldn't. And that's where cheating comes into play and things of that nature. So when you guys are in a new relationship, I think it's very imperative to take time to get to know each other, so that not only you know your partner, but you're building a bond with them and that level of respect that's needed, that won't allow you to go past a certain point. I think that's so very important, guys, because listen, a person is quicker to cheat on their partner that they love but they're not really in love with, than they are with someone that's their best friend, their lover, their everything. So I feel like that is so important, guys. Like, you really, understanding boundaries is like, it's going to stop you from causing too much heartache and pain. Now, the third challenge that new couples face in relationships in 2022, guys, is just values and beliefs. Like, people value different things. People's belief systems, how they grew up, are completely different. So when you're dating someone new, you may have grown up a Christian, and they may have grown up being Jehovah Witness. Those are prime examples. So when it comes to things like that, now when you decide to have a child, or maybe you guys want to start going to, some type of church together, or the Kingdom Hall, you stuck between which religion you should attend. And that's a tricky thing. So I think when it comes to situations like this, because it could cause a wedge between a relationship because of the belief system, you believe this, that person believes that. I think you guys have to sit down and really come to an understanding of, if we have children, how are we going to raise them? Are we going to raise them as Jehovah Witnesses? Are we going to raise them as Christians? Are we just going to leave religion out of it and just, teach them what we've learned, and let them make their own decision when they get to a certain age in their lives? I think that that's so important, because if you take them to the Kingdom Hall and you take them to church, it may cause some type of confusion to the child, because they don't know which religion to believe in, or if they even want to believe in any religion. Now, the fourth challenge that new couples face in a new relationship, guys, is stress and learning how to overcome it together. So I noticed this a lot. Like, it really depends on how the person handles stress. Like, if you're the type of person that just doesn't take stress too well, and you're in a relationship with someone who also doesn't take stress too well, then it's a strong possibility that there's going to be a lot of disagreements and arguments and fights and misplaced anger. Like, you guys may not be mad at each other, but because you can't tell the person that you're upset with or disappointed with, because you can't tell them whatever you need to tell them, you often take it out on the anger out on the person that's closest to you. So that causes a lot of tension as well. You guys have to learn how to overcome stress together, learn how to sit down, have a conversation, come up with the solutions to the problem, and keep it pushing. So I think that's so important, and that's another challenge that new couples do face, and they don't know how to deal with it. Now, the fifth challenge that new couples face in 2022, guys, is jealousy. We have to understand that if we are in a new relationship, there's no reason to get jealous if your man is talking to some woman about just something random, or your woman is talking to some man about something random. It's no reason for jealousy. We have to learn how to have that self-control. And I think that a lot of times we don't have that self-control. And jealousy does play a big role in, oh, well, he did this and he don't know it might have offended you. So what you do is you do something to get back at him. Things like that we have to have more self-control over. Now, the bonus for today, guys, and I think that this one is last but not least, is still important, that new couples face this challenge, is trying to change each other. There is no way that you can change someone. You can't change a person to be who you want them to be. You can't force them to be who you want them to be. All you can do is accept the person for the way that they are and how they are. And if they want to change themselves, then they can. See, what we have to understand is changing ourselves is a full-time job. We got to get up every day and we got to decide, okay, are we going to do the right thing or are we going to do the wrong thing? And I feel like a lot of times in relationships, people get with a person, oh, well, I don't like the fact that he does this, and I'm going to make sure he changed that about himself. You can't, because if he doesn't want to change, he won't. If she doesn't want to change, she won't. So with that being said, we have to start accepting the people that we're with the way that they are. And if it works for us, then cool. And if it doesn't, we leave them alone. We let them do what they need to do. But there's no way that you can change someone else. And I think a lot of times in new relationships, people often want to do that. You have no right to try to change someone else. All you can do is work on yourself. So that is another challenge that new couples face. Like, oh, I think he should be like this or he should be like that. No, he should be exactly the way he is. And if he wants to change for you to be a better man for you, then he will. If she want to change to be a better woman for you, then she will. And that is something that we need to learn to accept. Now, I hope that everything we discussed, those challenges, those 5 main challenges that new couples face in 2022, guys, helps to open your eyes about some of the challenges. And make sure you leave some comments down below and let me know what you guys think. And and visit my website. Make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. And this video. Yeah, but until the next video, guys, I will see you guys later. Peace.